Hello, YouTube world out there. I'm your host, Adam Snow. Welcome to the World of Football YouTube channel, where on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern, we do our weekly NFL picks. And this week, we should have another fun show for you. The chat is always lively, and we appreciate everybody for hopping on. Howdy, Dale. Howdy, Leonard in the chat. Howdy to Hawkeye07. Glad to have everybody hanging out, hanging around as we introduce the rest of our merry band of miscreants here on the World of Football, starting with the man, the myth, the legend. There's two of them, so they don't know which one I'm about to bring on. The man who's no longer going to repeat as our Fantasy Football League champion, my brother, because I beat him this week. Aaron, where's that trophy that I'm going to win now?
It's in the other room.
Oh, she couldn't even do me the honor of showing me the trophy I'm going to win in a couple weeks.
It was close, though. It was close there.
It was close. We've never had a repeat champion, so I definitely thought you were going to take me to the cleaners. But alas, my 6th seed team defeats your 3rd seed team. And
well, I was the lowest scoring team this year, so I shouldn't have been in the playoffs in the first place. So
you had a good record, and I had I was like sub 500. It is what it is. There's a certain man who doesn't like us talking fantasy football on this show, and we're going to keep him waiting a little longer. Just kidding. We're bringing him on, Randy Snow. Randy, father, how's it going?
Good. I got my sign ready to go, so let's watch that talk.
Hawkeye07 keeping Papa Snow in the green room again. Not just Papa Snow. I guess I'll say it here. If you guys haven't caught the live show, if you guys didn't let's see yesterday's podcast, then on top of it, we did do a show with our friend Trey from Off the Wall last night, talking all about arena football antiquities, stuff that we kind of had in the collection. It was a lot of fun. Go check out that stream. We had a blast talking about that last night. And somewhere in there, it was mentioned. I'll just say it out loud. We'll get it out there and never has to be talked about again. The World of Football is going to be welcoming its 3rd generation of employee this upcoming summer. Randy's already drawn up the contract for his future grandchild and looks forward to both his son and grandson giving him a hard time.
Yeah, this whole thing this whole empire is going to skip a generation, Adam. So you're out, and
the new kid. Wouldn't that be something, man? You think my millennial bull crap is something else? Wait till you have to mess with Gen Beta or whatever they're going to be
called. Obi-Wan.
Oh,
Luke.
Hawkeye7 says child labor laws, man. You got to look into them. Got to do your due diligence, Randy. All right, guys, we're here to recap how we did last week in our weekly picks. And there was a new, I don't know if it's a new leader in the clubhouse, but at the top of this past week's leaderboard for week 15 going into week 16, Royce went 12-4 last week. Our buddy Royce.
Yes, he did.
12-4 to take the top of the heap. Then you had Hawkeye07, Mr. Nosy Otter, and Leonard all going 11-5. Randy, C-Dog, Jimmy, B. Lewis, and Mike all went 10-6. Myself and Dale went 9-7. What up? Aaron, Cringe, and V. Berry all went 8-8. So that leads us into the overall standings, which sees Hawkeye07 still clinging to that lead up there at the top, followed by Mike, Randy right behind him, B. Lewis, Royce jumped me. Royce just skyrocketing up the standings. Royce takes a 2-game lead on me. Then you got C-Dog, Dale, Mr. Nosy Otter, and then Aaron, boy, just falls back just a little bit in our collection of guys who've done this every week. And then the rest of you guys, Leonard, we know you missed a week, bud, but you got 134 correct. That's nothing to sneeze at. Cringe, 117 correct. Jimmy, 125 correct. V. Berry, 91. And, of course, our 1-week wonders, Andrew and Slapski. Where you at, bros? Where you at? So
maybe they'll come back for the playoffs.
Maybe not. Yeah, we kind of do a restart for the playoffs, everybody. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there. All right. And now, guys, it is the highlight of the show every week as we throw it over to Randy, who's got a certain disclaimer he likes to put out there.
Warning. If you plan to use our predictions as a means of justifying your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
And entertained, I hope everybody is. And yes, I am aware the t-shirts aren't still up. I'm sorry. Busy man over here. I got videos I haven't even gotten done that I told Dad I'd get done, haven't done.
Yeah, I'm
Did
still waiting
y'all
on
know
those,
he's picking a fight with Peyton Manning? He wants me to post a video about him picking a fight with Peyton Manning of all people. Good Lord.
I love Peyton Manning, but on one of his recent episodes, he was wrong about something, and I'm calling him out.
Oh boy, yep. So that'll be up in probably 4 weeks when I find time. All right. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into the thing we're all here for, and that's making some NFL picks. As I change the screens, there we go. Doing this live is hard. I didn't have to do this last night on Trey's stream. All right.
Yeah, you had
So
a good last night.
I did have a good last night. I had a real good last night. So starting off week 16, the slate of games, you have an NFC West rivalry matchup of probably the two best teams in the league, maybe arguably, as the Los Angeles Rams will travel to Seattle to take on the Seahawks, who will be wearing those ugly rivalry uniforms. I hate the Seattle ones. They look terrible, but I digress. They might look terrible. Will they play terrible? This week, Dad, we're starting with you.
Oh, okay. Boy, this should be a good game. Both of these teams are both hot. They both clinched playoff spots last week with wins. Originally, I was going to say the Rams, but Seattle being at home, I think that might give them just a little bit of an edge. So I am going with Seattle in this game.
Yeah, it's a toss-up, tough game. Seattle has a home field advantage, but I'm going to stick with the Rams. They caught fire that second half against the Lions, and I think they continue to roll.
Yep, I'm in agreement with Aaron. I'm taking Matty Stafford and the Rams. Yes, they'll be down Devontae Adams, but I think Puka Nacua should be all right. And that dude is something else. That defense for the Rams is pretty good too. Yeah, they let a Lions team move the ball down on them, but I don't think they do that. Again, I think the Seahawks had a tough time with the Colts defense last week moving the ball. They were just held to field goals all game. So I think that Rams defense is going to give them some fits. And looks like in the chat we got quite a few people taking Seattle, including Dale. We got Leonard taking Seattle in a close one, and Lancaster taking Seattle. So as of right now, sounds like Seattle is the favorite, Randy. So Aaron and I are currently in the minority, which I think is crazy. But whatever.
Well, they're all using my theory. If it's a close game and you can't really pick one or the other, just go with the home team.
Wow, pat yourself on the back much. All right. Moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles will travel. This is a Saturday game, by the way. We have a Saturday doubleheader this weekend, everybody. The first game is the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Washington to take on the already eliminated Commanders. Dad, who do you got?
I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one. I don't think Washington has too much left in the tank this year.
I agree. Give me Philly.
Yep, make it a Philly sweep. Fly, Eagles, fly. They're going to take care of the Commanders. I don't know how much they got left to play for. When you're already eliminated, what else is there? You're not throwing Jaden Daniels out there to get hurt again. So you got Mariota out there who's done okay. I don't know. They're a scrappy team, but I think they're definitely looking at next year. Let's see. How's the chat feeling about this one? Currently, as I look through the chat, looks like it's all Eagles, everybody. Dale's taking Philly. Lancaster's taking Eagles. And Leonard saying Eagles. Daniels is out for the rest of the season. So, yeah. So, not even going to dress him. Don't even need to worry about it. If Daniels was playing, I'd give him a shot. But I think the Eagles got a much needed win against the Raiders last week. So, that'll continue against the Commanders. A couple nice beat 'em up teams. Then the second game of that doubleheader on Saturday sees the Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago to take on Al Bundy's Bears. Brandy, who do you got first?
Another game that is really a hard one to call. I mean, they're both playing really well, and I am going to go with the Bears at home.
Yeah, I probably should take the Bears. I will actually be in Chicago on who wins it, mainly for the Lions playoffs hope. I think it's better if the Packers win, but
Yep.
even though they lost Micah Parsons, I still think they're a solid team.
Same. That's what I was going to say. Despite the loss of Micah Parsons, which sucks. Look, don't get me wrong. I hated playing against him. He was been an absolute monster. He was on an absolute tear in Green Bay this year. I'll give him his flowers. And it sucks to see him go down with that type of injury. You know, an on-contact, like, just rushing the quarterback, and then he just kind of comes up not looking right. It stinks, but I think Green Bay still has enough pieces there. And Jordan Love playing pretty solid ball now. Yeah, they lost against the Broncos, but the Broncos might be one of the best teams in the league too. So, Dad's got a cat this week. What in the world? This isn't Kyle's stream, Randy, having a cat on camera.
She got locked in here when I shut the door. So.
Oh no. So do you need to get up and go let her out? Oh, he lost his earbuds because of the cat. He can't hear me. We can say anything we want about Randy right now, everybody, and he can't hear us.
I suppose I should go let her out.
That's what I asked. If you need a second to go let her out, I'll hide you. All right. We're going to hide Randy for a second, and we'll highlight what everybody in the chat's got here. Let's see. We got Lancaster's taking Chicago. Dale said he did do the Randy thing and took the home team. Give him Chicago. Leonard taking the Packers. I hate the Bears. Me too, Leonard. I hate the Bears. But unfortunately, they're playing good ball this year. Let's see. And then Hawkeye 07 says Vegas has the odds as dead even for Packers and Bears. Oddly, I think the Bears might take it. Ooh, Hawkeye 07. I don't like hearing that. Randy, you missed this one real quick. I'll throw this back at you. Dale did the U thing and took the home team. He's taking Chicago.
See, I told you.
And then also Hawkeye 7 says, I have to work this weekend, so I get to miss more football than normal. Oh, Hawkeye 7, you're going to miss so much. I mean, you got college bowl games this week. When does Western play? Does Western play Friday?
Friday at 11.
Friday night, yeah. Yep.
11 a.m.
Yeah, so
11 a.m.
11 a.m. for bowl season. But yeah, a lot of football this weekend. So very excited college football play up. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So, all right, it seems like a very mixed bag. A lot of people in the chat leaning Bears. So take that for what you will. We'll move on now to the NFC South matchup. This is interesting. The winner might just be able to take that NFC South. It's wide open, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel down to Carolina to take on the Panthers. I think the Panthers might be rocking their throwbacks this week, or at least going back to their 1995 look, which would be pretty cool. Dad, who do you got, Bucs or Panthers?
Well, the Buccaneers are going north to play the Carolina Panthers because Carolina is north of Florida. But I am still
the
thinking
NFC South. That's their division, Randy. Like,
yeah. Well, no, you said they were going south to play them.
We are going to the NFC South. I don't know, Aaron, did I phrase it wrong? I'm not going to sit here and argue with the old man. We can't put him in the home yet, so we have to put up with him.
Yeah, not until the will gets changed. Okay, I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this one. I just think they're a little bit better team, even though Carolina's own. This should be a good game. It should be a good game, a close game, but I'm going to take the Bucs.
Just for that comment, Dad, I too am going to take the Buccaneers. Keep me in the will.
Keep me in the will.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to be pushing it because something's telling me to take the Carolina Panthers in this one. I don't know what's telling me to do it. Probably stupidity, Randy's genes. I don't know, but I'm taking the Panthers. This NFC South is just weird and wide open, and I'm waiting for the next crazy thing to happen. So Tampa lost on a heartbreaker last week. I think the Panthers are going to bounce back. So how's the chat feeling? Looks like a lot of Buccaneers out there. Lancaster's taking the Bucs. Dale says, give him Tampa. Every time I pick Carolina, they lose. So Tampa's going to win this game easily. Leonard taking Tampa. And then you got Hawkeye 7 who says he feels like the Panthers and Bucs are oddly similar in how meh they're playing. So, all right. I'm going to move us around, Randy. Put you up top there. All right. Let's see. On to the next game as the Buffalo Bills travel west to Cleveland, Randy, to play the Browns, who play in the AFC North, while the Bills play in the AFC East. Who you got?
I'm going to take the Bills. Plain and simple.
Yep. Give me the Bills. Not much to really add on to that one.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty cut and dry. I think Shedeur craps the bed in front of the home crowd while Buffalo starts to get probably hot at the right time. We've been waiting to see if Buffalo can get back on track. And I think they made a big statement by beating the Patriots last weekend. So give me the Bills. All right. And it seems like the chat's feeling the same way. It's very Buffalo heavy, and everybody just wants to move right along. Buffalo, Bills next. That one, Bills. The Browns are a joke. And Dale's taking Buffalo. And by the way, it's only 3.5 hours from Buffalo to Cleveland. And I think that's what Randy is calling out Peyton Manning for, his comments about Buffalo. Yep, there you go, Randy.
No, it's something different. I'm calling him out for Buffalo, but you'll find out.
That's right. Well, if you watched the live show not yesterday's podcast, the one a week ago, 423, you'll know. All right, the next game, the Los Angeles Chargers travel to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Randy, who you got?
I think I'll take the Chargers to go into Dallas and embarrass the Cowboys, and it'll be so nice to watch that happen.
Give me the home team Cowboys to get the upset.
No.
Prime time for the Cowboys to win. They just get eliminated from the playoffs. They lost to JJ McCarthy. Why not go and beat a team that is going to go to the playoffs?
I almost went Dallas, but they burned me last week, so I'm taking the Chargers. I don't know. Dallas has got a 1% chance to make it to the postseason. I don't know. I think Dallas could still win this game, but something's telling me, I think Justin Herbert's going to have a nice, easy time with that defense. He's going to be able to sling it against that Cowboys secondary. So I'm taking the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh on that one. All right, let's look through the chat here. How's everybody feeling about this matchup? Somebody doesn't like something somebody said, as Butthole 91 says, boo. Boo what, Butthole 91? Boo-hoo. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Lancaster says LA Chargers win this, and Dallas, which will make the Eagles NFC champs again. Oh, so that's what they need to happen. Dale's taking LA, and Leonard's taking Dallas. His brother-in-law and cousins are Cowboys backers. Is one of them Butthole 91 there, Leonard? Just curious. All right, let's move on to the next game as the New York Jets travel to New Orleans to play the Saints. Neither of these teams have anything to play for other than the loser has a nice chance to get a quarterback in the first round of the NFL draft. So both of these teams need to be careful. Put your worst foot forward and try to get yourself one of those studs coming out of college. Dad, who do you got?
I got the Saints at home. They're a little bit better than the Jets, not by much, but being at home, yep, go with the Saints.
I am going to pick the Jets. I probably picked the Jets like half of the games this year,
Really?
but they just fired their defensive coordinator, so you think Aaron Glenn's going to take over some play calling duties and playing against another team that he played for or coached with. So I think he wants to win this one for multiple reasons. So he's got a lot to prove.
Well, I also think he wanted to win the other 14 games they've lost this year. How's that work out for poor Aaron Glenn? But I'm going to, you know what, Dad, you picked the Saints last week and they won. I can't even tell you how many times I picked the Saints this year, if at all. But sign me up. Give me the Saints over the Jets. The Jets have let me down way too many times. The minute I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, they end up hurting me in the end. And in the chat here, let's see. Here's our toilet bowl for week 16. He's going to, Dale's taking New Orleans because he's got to make a pick. Lancaster says, give me the upset if you can all call it an upset with New Orleans. I wouldn't call that an upset.
No.
I'm just upset that anybody's got to watch this game. Hawkeye 07 says the Saints. I think the Jets are still on their third string quarterback. I think you are right. Leonard says, no, Adam. Butthole 91 is someone I don't know. All right, just had to check. And
thank you
Leonard
for clearing that up.
Yeah, thank you, Leonard, for clearing that up. And Leonard is taking New Orleans. Butthole 91, where you're at? You're my new favorite username in here. I'm just gonna keep going back to their chat a few minutes ago just to pull it up.
He's probably not even there anymore. He just came in, said his thing, and left.
Yeah, probably just booed us and moved on. It's probably somebody we know. Who's born in 91? My wife was born in 91. Uh-oh. Does she have a secret account? Anyway, moving on. I don't see Royce in the chat, but we're about to talk about his Minnesota Vikings traveling to New York, technically New Jersey, to take on the New York Giants. Dad, who do you got?
I'm taking the Giants in that one. Enough said. Home team.
Okay.
Vikings out of gas.
I am going to take the Vikings. Maybe they get a little hot here at the end of the year, spoil some teams' dreams, like hopefully not the Lions next week, but hopefully the Packers in week 18. But I don't know. I think the Minnesota has a little bit of fight in them.
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings as well. I think I'm disappointed, and I picked the Giants last week. They let me down. The Vikings, I don't know, when McCarthy plays okay, I mean, they actually look pretty good. I mean, he just got to get the ball to Justin Jefferson a little bit more. That's the one thing he seems like he can't do yet, is get Justin Jefferson the ball. So, yeah, so I'm going to take the Giants on the road, which probably means they're going to blow it. So, sorry, Royce, if you're watching this even later. All right, and how's the chat feeling? Let's see. Hawkeye07 says, even if they don't make any picks, can Butthole 91 make the leaderboard? Randy, you heard the request. Lancaster's taking Minnesota. Dale is taking Minnesota in this one. He says the Giants are terrible. Hawkeye07's taking the Vikings, and he thinks that the Giants have packed it up for the year. Leonard's taking Minnesota in a shootout, and the Giants get bombed. If that was a 9/11 joke, I think that was in bad taste, Leonard, but I don't know. All right. That's it for the front half of the schedule. Let's move on to the back half here. Aaron, I'm curious what Dad's going to do here. Do you think he's going to do it? Dad, the Chiefs are playing the Titans. Patrick Mahomes is out. Who are you taking?
Well, the smart money should be on the Titans, but I am going to take the Chiefs.
It's still the Chiefs. Even without Mahomes, they still have all their other players. So,
not so fast, my friends. Cam Ward starting to look pretty interesting. He threw multiple touchdowns in this last game last week. I think since the Chiefs have packed it in, the Tennessee Titans at home will take the victory. Give me the Titans as my Aaron's WTF pick of the week. Graphic pending.
No, they still got to play for what's her name, Taylor Swift. So they still got to impress her. So they're gonna rally around
now.
They're gonna rally around whatever quarterback they throw out there for the Chiefs. So
no, I think
they'll do their best.
Dunzo. Did you see the Chris Jones press conference where he didn't realize they were eliminated till a reporter pointed it out to him? That was sad. When he realized that they were eliminated at his press conference, he got real sad, and I felt bad for him. So,
no, I didn't see that.
So I'm taking the Titans in this one. How's the chat feeling about this one? Hey, I'm not the only one. It's Lancaster's taking Tennessee. Dale's taking Kansas City. There's no way they're going to lose to the Titans. That's the kind of Randy and Aaron type of thinking, Dale, that's going to make you wrong this week. Mark those words. I won't bet on it, but mark those words. And Leonard is taking Kansas City. He says Tennessee stinks. Yes, they do, but I think they get the win. All right. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dad, who do you got?
I'm going to take the Bengals in that one. I think even though they're eliminated, they've been playing better than what the Dolphins have been playing.
Except for last week when they got shut out by the Ravens. But I will take Joe Burrow over Quinn Ewers because Tua is getting benched. So I still think
that's right,
Cincinnati pulls it off.
Yep, and I'm in agreement with you, Aaron. It's a Cincinnati sweep. Not just because that's where your wife's from, but because I do believe, well, her family's from Cincinnati.
They're not from that. They moved to Cincinnati area.
Okay, well, I say from. They're from that area. They're Cincinnati Reds fans. So I just kind of lumped that all together.
Now you're out of my will.
You had one to begin with. Do you have a will?
No.
Okay. Well, when you do, don't keep me out of it. Come on now. You're in my will. All right. Let's see. Looks like everybody's picking Cincinnati here. Lancaster is. Where in the heck did the Bengals offense go last week? Oh, Dale's taking Miami. This might be the second toilet bowl of the week. Hawkeye 07 says, everything Aaron said. Oh, so Hawkeye 07, you don't have a will either, and I'm not in it? Thanks. And Leonard's taking Cincinnati. The Dolphins are in for a long day. Yep, I agree with that one, Leonard. The Atlanta Falcons travel to Arizona in a battle of the two teams in the league that have A's in their names, or the cities start with A's, or states. Dad, who do you got? I got nothing.
Yeah, you
know,
really
it's a
do
stretch.
have nothing there. Let's see, which one are we picking now? Oh, Falcons and Cardinals.
Whatever you want, Randy. That's part of there's what are rules.
I don't know. I don't know why I wrote this down, but I'm taking the Falcons in this game, so I'm not going to change my mind now. This could be a toss-up, but I'm going with the Falcons.
Yep, give me the birds, the Falcons.
Okay, I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, give me Kirk Cousins and the Falcons. They were able to capitalize. Even though they had 19 penalties last week, it still found a way to win. And we're down by 14 points and came back. This Falcon team's all over the place. I think the Cardinals are put a fork in them. They've been done. So give me the Falcons to win the Bird Bowl. Let's see. How's the chat feeling? Lancaster says Atlanta should win this, but they made me worry all year. Dale's taking Arizona. He really doesn't want to make a pick for this game, but both teams have burned him in the past. Leonard is taking Atlanta. Arizona gonna get walloped. Ooh, I like that word. Walloped. All right. In a battle of really good teams in the AFC, how about the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling out west to take on the Denver Broncos? Dad, who do you got?
This is another game that's kind of tough to pick. I mean, they're both playing fairly well, and I'm going with Denver, though, at home.
Yep, give me Denver. I think the mile high cools off Trevor Lawrence a little bit. He's not going to account for 6 touchdowns this week, so Denver to keep rolling.
Yep, pretty much ditto what Aaron said. I'm taking Denver. I'm not saying that Jacksonville are frauds, but I think this will show what the Jaguars are really capable of, and this will say a lot if they can manage to win this game. But I just think Denver all around is just a better squad. I know Bo Nix can be hit and miss, but the rest of that team, Sean Payton's done a heck of a job with that team. So give me the Broncos in that one. And going back through, let's look at how everybody else thought about this. Hawkeye 7 got this in right after we got done talking Falcons, but we'll throw his up there, Falcons. But I think it will be a close game of mid versus mid. Lancaster, this is the game I was looking forward to because of how Cam Little might just actually kick that record field goal in the lighter air of Denver. I'll take Denver anyway. I think we've been talking about Cam Little hitting that field goal for weeks now, but this might be the opportunity in Denver, Randy.
Maybe. Yeah.
Let's see. Dale says he's. I guess the Broncos are real this year. Give me the Broncos. They're probably number one in the AFC. And Leonard, I am doing the Randy thing and give me Denver.
Yeah, he could have a record-setting field goal, but it may not be
80
enough to
yards.
win that game.
Do it. 80 yards in that Denver air with those K balls that they use now. All right, and in the game of the week, JK, the Lions playoff hopes dangling in the balance against Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dad, who do you got?
Again, another game between a couple of tough teams, but I'm going with the Lions at home. I want to see Aiden Hutchinson harass the old man Rodgers all game long and get him out of his comfort zone.
I, too, am going to take the Lions. I'm going to keep picking them. They need to win all 3 games. I believe they can still make the playoffs, so give me the Lions.
Hold on, but in our group chat, Aaron, you said this is not a playoff team. I have that screenshot somewhere.
They're not a playoff team. They're just like my fantasy team. They fight hard, but if they squeak into the playoffs, have a few breaks, few things break their way. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they still got a chance. So,
ladies and gentlemen, someone's hit the eggnog early tonight.
catch a few breaks.
But no, look, I think the Lions can be a playoff team. We'll see. Right now, I don't like that they're relying on so much that's got to go right outside of their control.
Right.
But the game in front of them, they can win this game. I think that'll also mean that they break the record, which is They got a 3-way tie for 15 games won after a loss in a row. This would be number 16. This would be the record for the most wins after following up a loss in NFL history. This Lions team finds a way to bounce back from the losses. They've just had a real hard time keeping the winning going. So I think they handle Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers this week. It might be a little more high scoring than we'd like. Aaron Rodgers might look like old school Aaron Rodgers because it's the Lions, and the last time that he saw them, Kirby Joseph picked him off to end his Green Bay career. So, sorry, I see Aaron's talking to his wife, but yeah, so I'm taking the Lions. How's the chat feel about this one? Let's see. Lancaster says Detroit wins this in the last drive of the game. Dale, give me Detroit, but if they lose to Pittsburgh, sorry guys, your team is toast. Yeah, if they lose this game, my hopes for playoffs are done.
Yeah,
there's nothing else that'll bring me back.
Pretty much, yeah.
Between the Steelers and Lions, I got to go with Detroit, says Leonard. It will be a fight. Hawkeye 7 says Lions, please take out Rodgers one more time. There's nothing I would love to see more than the Lions just taking Aaron Rodgers out to pasture, out behind the shed and just beating him with a rope. I don't care.
Yeah, there was that great picture that we've got of Hutchinson sacking Rodgers in that last game, ending his career in Green Bay. So that was when things really started to turn for Detroit.
Yeah. All right, the next game, the Las Vegas Raiders are traveling down to Houston to take on the Texans. Dad, who do you got?
Let's see here. I'm going with Houston.
You had to think that long about it? Give me the Texans.
Yeah, not even going to hesitate with this one. Houston Texans. Great defense, best defense in the league, and or one of the best defenses in the league. But the Raiders stink. Raiders are terrible. Raiders are closing shop. See you next year, Las Vegas. Texans all the way. And chat, if you're anything like us, you're just saying Houston and moving on. Lancaster, what are we doing here? Of course I will go with Houston. Dale says, give me Houston. There's nobody that's going to pick the Raiders, right? All right, we'll give the chat a couple seconds. Anybody brave enough to pick the Raiders? Nope. Texans defense for the win. Leonard's taking the Texans as well. Raiders are going to get roasted. There you go. Sounds like everybody taking Houston. Then your Sunday night game, this should be an interesting one. The Patriots take on the Ravens. Dad, who do you got?
I've got the Patriots winning this game.
Yep. Give me the Patriots to bounce back after losing to the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, I think a little bit of us need the Ravens. Well, we don't need the Ravens to win, but I kind of want the Ravens to win, but it's going to be New England. Give me the Patriots. We got another full sweep, and looks like the chat. Do you feel the same way? Lancaster is taking New England. Dale said, "Ooh, Dale, give me Baltimore. My hometown team becomes the division leader because Baltimore has to win. This is a desperate win for them." So we got one Ravens in there. Two Ravens is Leonard, obviously. They have a chance for the wild card. So Leonard taking the Ravens. Hawkeye 07 taking the Patriots. I don't think the Ravens have it in them at this point. And finally, the San Francisco 49ers will take on the Indianapolis Colts. Old Man Rivers is back, Dad. Who do you got?
Well, Phillip Rivers did surprise me as how well he did play last week. So I am actually going to take the Colts in this game at home.
Give me San Francisco. I don't see the Colts managing to get a win.
Yeah, this will be a tough one. The Niners, I mean, if Brock Purdy plays like he did last week, other than not helping Aaron win his fantasy matchup against whoever it was he played, some stud, I think the Niners take this one. So I'm in agreement with you, Aaron. And chat, are you feeling the same way? Well, looks like Lancaster's going with Indianapolis. Dale says he's going to take San Francisco in this one. Old Man Rivers should go back to the couch. Sorry. San Francisco for Leonard. Indianapolis will give the 49ers a battle, though. At Hawkeye 07, I think the 49ers can win. Rivers' arm doesn't look any better than when he retired. Strong words. And that is it, everybody. That'll do it for this week's weekly NFL picks. Dad, how many sweeps was that?
That was 8. So half of the games we agreed on.
Crazy
Most of them in
eight.
the second half of the week, and second half of the schedule is where we agreed on a lot of them.
Okay. Well, it should be interesting, guys. Looking forward to a lot of these games this weekend. Sorry if some of you guys have to work. And obviously, it's not just the NFL in action. We got a lot of college bowl games this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. And if you're hankering for more football talk, guys, that's not just NFL and not just college football, why don't you guys go over and check out the Arena Football Antiques home show we did the other night. This is a fun 2-hour stream we did with our friends from Off the Wall and AF1 Fan Zone. It was a great time. Dad probably still has a lot of his crap from last night sitting around in front of his desk there.
Yeah.
Just throw one up real quick, Dad, before we get out of here. Show Aaron something.
Oh.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay. Here's this.
You showed that on the show last night. Something nobody saw.
Oh, something nobody saw. This. I couldn't find this last night, but that is the Rumble in the House, and it's not only a CD of music being played at arena football games, but it also has the
John Bon Jovi.
The video of Bon Jovi and
John Elway.
John Elway, yeah. So you got music and you got a video on here.
What a time!
It's definitely a treasure trove over there at the World of Football Man Cave, everybody. And I like this comment here, Hawkeye 7.0. Why don't we talk about wrong one? What about fantasy football? We could be talking fantasy football because, Dad, guess what?
No.
I will not be winning the toilet trophy this year. There'll be a new person on here. And then Aaron's got the championship trophy, which now I'll have to get back from him in order to did you get it? I thought maybe that's what your wife was giving you.
he's gonna wrap it up as a gift and give it to you at Christmas if you win the whole thing.
Oh man, I mean, I need it anyway, so I could go get the new nameplate put on it for the new champ. But I mean, 3 of the 4 people left in our fantasy league do picks on these videos, Randy. I mean, Hawkeye 07, myself, and Mike. That's 3 of us. So one of us could win it all. I know you care.
I don't care.
And Dale says that is pretty cool. I also have that CD and found it last night. He said that was a great show. I had fun with that. Well, we appreciate it, Dale. We appreciate you hanging out. We appreciate all of you hanging out. It's been a fun stream. And before we head out, I just want to thank all of you guys so much. I know next weekend is Christmas Eve. Aaron will not be on the show next week. We were trying to find a third wheel to add to the show. He's also busy. So it might just be you and me, Dad, next weekend talking NFL picks, unless I can coerce announcer lady to come on and do picks, but I don't think she's going to do that. But you know who I do hope we see next week, everybody? Butthole 91. Please come back. Please come back. Butthole 91. I miss you all.
Stop
already.
in, give us your boo, and then leave.
That's right. And for the 3 guys here on the screen and Butthole 91, everybody, thanks for checking out the stream. And we'll see you all next week, except for Aaron. Happy holidays, everybody.